If it's really bad and it makes you really uncomfortable, you can always not play live. There's many other ways to do it these days. You're not being forced to. Hello, I just wanted to talk to you a bit about, let's call it gig nerves for now. I went to see a friend play the other evening and their nerves really got the better of them, and I think it ended up being not so enjoyable evening for them, which is a shame because he's a really good musician and the audience really liked the show. And it occurred to me that you might have some gig nerves, and I just wanted to share a few things that I picked up over the years that might help you out. So you might be thinking, like, what does she know about gigging? Well, actually quite a bit, as it happens. So the first gig I did was probably in the 80s, and the last gig I did was last week, and in between there have been a shed load. I haven't really played any like huge gigs. I mean, I haven't played Glasgow or anything like that. I mean, well, not yet. But I've probably played, the biggest crowd is probably about 600 or 700 people. And the smallest was a gig in West London where it was one man and his dog. And I do mean his dog, he literally brought his dog with him. And like, I was with my 5-piece band and we played a blinding set anyway. And I mean, the dog loved it, but it was quite harsh playing just to such a small crowd, but we still really made out there was 1,000 dogs there. So I do know a little bit about it. So this is obvious, right? Rehearse a lot. Let all of the songs really go deep into muscle memory. And then if you are feeling a bit stressed out or something goes a little bit awry, which, you know, let's face it, in a live situation it can, it's not going to affect your memory of the tracks or your memory of the arrangements. You're not going to be searching for what the chord is or what's happening in the tune. That's all taken care of. And that leaves room for you to start really enjoying yourselves. And that's what it's about. The thing is, the audience is always on your side. They don't care that much. They're really not looking at you and kind of going, oh, that drummer, you know, flipping hell, that last fill was shit. If they don't like it, they'll probably leave. And if they're still standing there and they're not that into it, it's most likely that they're thinking about what they're going to eat on the way home. Don't make it about you, make it about them. You're there to actually entertain the audience. And in terms of them looking at you, if that feels a bit stressful, you can choose a point just above the audience's head, like towards the back of the room, fix on something there and just kind of focus on that, because that can help you relax and breathe if you are feeling a bit stressed out. Sometimes the lights are bright and they're in your face so you can't see the audience anyway, and that can work. But if you choose something to focus on at the back, it looks like you're very confident and you're facing the audience, and then you can kind of catch a bandmate's eye, and then hopefully by that time you're into it, so it's not a problem. As we just said, sometimes things can go wrong when you're playing live. What's really good is to actually work out a little bit of something to say, so that if it is left to you, you do have like a joke ready or a little thing ready, and then the chances are you won't have to use it. But it's super relaxing to not have to make something up on the spot or just all stand there looking anxious while the batteries get put in the drum machine or whatever. Sometimes with the best will of the world, your mates or other people can say really unfortunate things to you just before a gig, like, oh, are you really nervous? Or, oh, it was so funny when you fell off the stage last time, something like that. So try and strategically place yourself next to people who are going to be either making you laugh or talking about something very neutral like the weather. Really, really good to just have some kind of physical contact with the members of your band just before you go on, to remember that you're a bit of a team. Fist bumps are good, potato hands, high fives, all of that. Musicians and actors have those little tricks that they do, like pulling up their socks or rubbing a tennis ball on their shirt. You can work up your own little routine like that, and then that can become your lucky charm that you do every time, so that you know you're going to have a great gig. And when you have had a great gig, remember to do something like click your fingers when you come off. Clicking your fingers becomes a magic signal to your nervous system to just really enjoy yourself, because you know you're going to smash the gig. Some people have like a gig persona, like Beyonce, Sasha Fierce. That's a good idea. And you can have some really good fun designing yours. An obvious one is to just reframe and remember that stage fright, or those nerves, feel very, very similar to excitement, and to just be reminding yourself that you're just really excited to do the gig, you're really excited. So it's just about swapping the vibe of one feeling for the other. Yeah, another technique is to actually have a bit of a meltdown. There's no reason why not to. I mean, I know that quite often, like the day before, I'll get really cross and I'll be like, why did I say that I was going to do this gig? But I keep it very, very, very short. As long as you put a kind of timer on it, that's fine. Have it out. 5 minutes and then you're a pro and you're going on stage and it's all going to go well. Just remember, it isn't that serious. I hope at least one of these tips was useful. Let me know. We need to be playing live because at the moment it's something that AI can't do that we can. You know what I mean? Anyway, see you later. Let me know how your gig goes. Bye.